Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices. We'll cover the FTSE, the DAX and the AEX, but I want to start with the S&P 500 here, and this is just the 1 hour chart. What we're looking for here is Wave B completed, and 1 and 2 and 3, little ABC for 4 here, and then down for 5, and then 1, 2, ABC back into this space here, and then down again through here. So it just gives you a bit of a sentiment of sort of what we're looking for here, and that will probably play out pretty closely to the European markets as well. So with that in mind, let's look at the DAX here. So with the DAX here, we're looking at intermediate wave 3 and an A and a B and a C for the A wave. And then from the A wave to the B wave here, we're looking at a triangle pattern here. And then as for wave B, and a triangle, the triangles that we normally know are pretty much like this here, where we have, if the market's moving down here, then it'll be a corrective pattern of 5 waves, but we call those as an A and a B and a C and a D and an E wave. And then because it's a corrective pattern, it's a continuation pattern, so once it's completed it will finish on its way down through here. So that's one way to count this. I'm going to show you another way to count this as well. So in a nutshell, we're looking to trade this move down through here, and that means that we can start to look for short trades in this sort of area through here. This can go higher through here, obviously where these open and closes are through here. That's a very strong resistance point here, and we're getting a series of lower highs through here. So looking for short trades is where we're at the moment. And let's just move in on this for 4 hour chart. So this is the triangle pattern that we're looking at as an A wave here, then an A and a B and a C and ABC for D wave, and then up here for the E wave here. Now the E wave here should pull back 61.8% of this level here. So if we take the top of this, really we should take the top of the low of the D here. So pretty much where it is here, we expect it to fail and move down. Whoopsie daisy. Pretty much where it is here, we expect it to move down through here as such here. There's another way to count this as well, which I talked about last week, was having the D wave here, the E wave here, and then we would be looking at this here as wave 1 here, and back for wave 2 and down for wave 3 here. So that's another way to look at it. There is another way that I want to look at this as well. So we're looking for short trades, but we need to get sort of confirmation on that. But it's also possible to count this here. It's got overlapping wave structures, so it's a bit of a no-no, but still up for 1 here, back for 2 here, up for 3 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 4 here, and then that would leave us with 5 waves to the upside, making a new high here and then dropping here. So really this little move here would be, and copy that here, would actually be, whoops a daisy, would actually be a wave 4 in here, and then we're looking for wave 5 up into this space here. And the way that pans out, is actually having this as an A wave here, a B wave here, and then having a C wave over here for this B wave here. I think I might just do that actually. Let's just move these out of the way here. So wave 4 here. So 1 and 2 and 3, A, B, C for 4 and up for 5 here. So that's a real possibility, okay? So what this means is that we need to look for a place to go short, but we need to, you know, because if this first count is right here and we're coming down, then we need to be, let's just go into, say, a 1 hour chart here. So I've got this here as the original count just on the 1 hour chart here, and we're looking for an A and a B and a C into this box here. So what I was sort of thinking is that there's obviously two things that can occur here, where either can go where that wave A is here and wave B here, then we're looking for 5 waves up. So we're pretty much at the top here already. So it can just collapse from here. So if it does collapse from here, this little move here, what it'll do is it'll come down and it'll bounce off the 300. It'll bounce off the 300, run out of breath, and then drop down until it finds support here somewhere. When it does find support there, that first low below the level, just allow it to be, and then there'll be a rally, a retest of the 300. So then you can put that up into there. You can also get a bit of an angle on that too, because that move up there will be in 3 waves. So you can get an angle like that there to short it. And when this moves through it, it will also move through it as a trend line would in this way as well. So it gives you another chance to to add to the position. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that if the 12,300 becomes the retested resistance, then short it. That will be the short trade, rather than trying to find a top here, because in fact this wave A here could actually go here. I just need to check on that, but it doesn't really matter. But the thing is that it's possible from here to have this as 1 and 2 here, and then 3 moving up here higher, 4 and 5 moving up here. So if that's going to be the case here, then we need to look at all the counts, and we need to have a strategy. So we know that we're looking further, we know that we're looking down, so we need to put those triggers in place. So this is about the best I can offer, rather than shorting it right here, on the top there, so to speak. And this count works quite nicely with the Netherlands as well here. So so we can look at this as the A wave here, then an A and a B, and 5 waves for a C wave. Now we could use the D and the E as a triangle as well, and that's possible as well. But if this top gets taken out here, then we need an explanation that's fitting. Not that we're trying to fit something in, we don't want to push anything into place, but when we look at this here on the 4-hour chart, perhaps, can I do that on, just let me check here. Okay, this is a better one. So in this case here, we were counting, if I can just move these over here, move this over here. I got a C wave, what's this here? An A wave, B wave, copy that, put that over here as an A wave, close that. So, we'd already been counting on the hourly chart as this as wave 1 and 2 and 3 here, and looking at the wave 4 here, but we can put, it's probably wrong, but I like to look at everything, and there's good reasons that it's wrong, because it overlaps wave 1 here. But still, I just want to sort of stay with, so it's possible that where's our little wave C there? Let's go on, we'll borrow one from over here. Wave C or B here. So this is just an alternative count here, okay? But it just helps us with it a little bit. So if this was going to fail, we would take this top here and this low here. In this case, we should really take this one. So really it should just fail here and move down. If that triangle pattern is right, that would be an A there. So we're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's probably one more little push there. So this can move down from here. Okay, so I just want to remove this here, clean things up a little bit. So the market can also pull back down too, if on the bullish side, if I take that, I'll just take it a tad higher there. So that's the 38.2% retracement level. So this level here becomes quite important here. So what we could do in this case is we could just try to find ways through this. Yeah, so if this is breached, because the market could come down to this point here and then move up from there. Okay, so we need to look at this a little bit lower here. So yeah, look, I think this trend line is okay if I can just configure that. So if that trend line becomes the retested resistance, then you can look to short. So you just got to be a bit careful around here, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll just close that off. But otherwise, if this is moving up, then we'll be looking for 5 waves up into this space here. Taking that top out here, that would be the main point to there. So that's possible there. Otherwise, we will, on the 4-hour chart here, go to, this is the same count as the DAX here, but in this case here, now we can put this over here and put this one here. Anyway, you got the idea. So yeah, we're looking for that sort of failure here. But in terms of the trading levels, I don't particularly like going short while we've got support on top of group 1 here. That's always a bit of a no-no. So it'd be nice to see, at least see this trend line through here breached in that case. And the FTSE, it's got its own thing happening. It's different again as well. So I've counted it differently, and I know that even last time we were looking for that. We're looking for this 61.8% retracement level right in here. So we got the turn here nicely. So that's fine. But this can also be counted differently as well here. So we need to be a little bit mindful here. So we're going to stay short unless, so I won't go into the other counts here, but in this case, we're looking for it to be bearish still. And we won't turn bullish unless we get 7100 as a nice support. Okay, we can expect it to be retested, and if I took from this high, I can see 5 waves here. So if I took this as a even if I took this as a wave 1 here and wave 2 here and wave 3 here, then wave 4 can pull back to this space here. So we can get a move. It could just fail straight from here, but it also can move up to this space, retest the 71 here, and then fail from there. So if I can just borrow one of those here. So we want to look to short if all the European markets and the US markets go lower. So if this market does go lower, oops, Daisy, kind of really want that one. So in a nutshell, we don't want that low there breached. That's the one that we want out here. So if that just comes straight down, because it's already pulled quite close back to its 38.2 and wave 4 of 1 lesser degree in here. So just looking for short trades. If that's triggered, you see that bearishness, then just go with that and put a stop at the last high and you should be right. Definitely expect a bounce off the 7,000. It will probably go lower, but we need to look at that when it gets there. So but certainly lock something in at the 7,000 because it will bounce around a bit. But expecting that to go lower. So I'll leave it at that. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.